Hello and welcome to day 2 of the Mindfulness Challenge. Today I just want to talk about living in the present and the importance of living in the present and how this can really benefit you and stop that feeling of overwhelm, which we can get through for lots of reasons. It could be through work, it could be about family and the amount of juggling that we do on a regular basis. But it can also be about the overwhelm of the cancer diagnosis. So when we live in the present moment, we can't be worrying about what happens in the future and what we're doing now, which is going to impact on what happens in the future. We can't also then be worrying about what we've done in the past. So what we often hear is people wishing that they had done things differently. So it's very easy for people to think, oh, if I had have done that, I wouldn't have been in this situation. If I'd gone to see my GP earlier, maybe I wouldn't have been having this type of treatment now. So there are a huge number of things that people will worry about and consider what the impact of what they have done previously how that has led them to where they are now. But you also get the problem of people living in the future. So that again is detrimental. So it's the what ifs that come up, and this happens very frequently after somebody's had completed their treatment. So it's the what if my cancer comes back? What if they don't have any treatment, further treatment to give me? What if this is going to impact on my family? And what if I can't cope with this? So it's all of those feelings that people get, and that's really where people run into lots of different problems. So if you can pull yourself and work out a strategy that you can use that's very easy to use, if you can pull yourself back into the present moment, then you will feel and the overwhelm releasing. Because actually when you're living in the present moment, it's very difficult to live in the future or in the past. So one way of doing this is a strategy that I've spoken about previously, and that is to go outside. So you're going to be getting lots of vitamin D and some fresh air, which is always beneficial for the sense of overwhelm that people experience. And whilst you're walking, or doesn't really matter which activity you're doing, any activity that you're doing, whether you're having a bath, whether you're washing up, whether you're doing some chores, whether you're spending time with your children or family members, whether you are or going for a walk, as I said. So if you're doing any activity, pull yourself into the present moment, especially if you notice that your brain is starting to wander into the past or into the future. So if you find that you're feeling the sense of overwhelm, do an activity and focus on 3 things that you can see, 3 things that you can smell, 3 things that you can hear, and 3 things that you can touch, and 3 things that you can taste. That's not always so easy to do, depending on what activity you're doing. But if you focus on those first 4 and think about 3 things that you can do for each of those and list them in your head, you'll pull yourself into the present moment, and the feeling of overwhelm will release because you'll be in the present moment. So it's like I say, it's hard to live in the past or in the future. And it will shut your brain down in a different way. So it's actually a really positive experience. It's something you do need to practice, and it's something that I suggest that you actually make time to practice and you take time to do. So give yourself space, give yourself time, plan it into your day so that you are actually making sure that during your day you are living as much time in the present moment than you are in the present or in the future or in the past. So give yourself that time. You are important, and you need to be kind to yourself. So creating space for yourself is important, and living in the present for as much time as possible is important as well, and it will help you to reduce some of the overwhelm that you're feeling at different times. So get practicing, see how you get on, and I'll look forward to seeing you back here for day 3.